race day.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Oh my God!
Are race day practice runs any different than any other day's practice runs?
Yes, because you know the track so well. First run, you're never like, you have race day nerves, and it's kind of hard to eat on race morning and hard to like wake up. You feel like you're like mentally very strained, and then you just show up to the top, and first run you're like, whoa, everything is coming at me like so fast, and you're just like holding on and like riding, like half awake, riding stuff wide open. So it's super tough. Like no matter how hard you try to warm up, you like immediately drop in. You have like all these nerves, and then it's like so tough to like just hold on to the bike. It feels like everything's coming at you like so fast, and the holes are so big, and it's a rougher track than most people will ever ride, especially at that speed. So it's definitely a lot.
Yeah, it's a little weird because it's a little quieter and there's less people on track and more spectators, so got a different vibe to it for sure. And everyone's ripping, so you stop and you see people come by and you're like, oh, it's on.
Kind of. We try to avoid changing the bike too much on race day. Like if the setup's real good building up through practice, then like race day we try to just learn the track a bit more and just dial in your speed and just go all out.
That depends on the rider, I think. So speaking from my experience, Friday qualifying, we saw some really big time gaps, bigger than everyone expected, just in general, and we saw some huge time gaps in certain sectors. So the last couple of practice runs, you get the 1 hour window you get, whether you're junior or elite. A lot of riders, a lot of teams would have kind of figured out where they've gained and lost in some time, and they'll go and work on those sections. So that'll form a part of what you do on race morning, and then other riders just want to kind of, they'll have done a track walk the night before, they'll know give or take exactly where they want to put their wheels, and they'll just want to go and execute a couple of really solid, smooth, clean, 80%, 90% runs, and then just build on that for race run.
Do you have any race day traditions or habits?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do some jibs before the race run for sure.
Well, yes, I use my Fox shock pump every time I pump my suspension up. Sorry.
Every time to run, I put on new gloves. I cannot stand when my gloves are stretched out, so I always put on brand new gloves for race runs. I never wear white gloves or white goggles. If I do wear white gloves and white goggles, I will crash every time. It's just like kind of a thing that happens. Other than that, man, just try to keep my head in the right place.
Not too many race day traditions. Not really, like, neither of us are really superstitious. The whole like one more run or last run type thing, like we always joke about it because everybody in the mountain bike community is like, one more run plus one, or we're just gonna do another, like it's never last run.
Well, you never say last lap, because that's when bad things happen.
Aaron and I will always say, no, this is the last run. Like, we're gonna go home after this run. Pack up, go home. Last run of the day.
Wow.
Well, like the number 13 is like one of his favorite race numbers to have, stuff like that, just because it's like everybody thinks it's unlucky or whatever, and they always wear it upside down and all that stuff. So we run it straight, right up the middle. We don't care. So there's not too many race day like superstitions or traditions or anything like that. We got, consistency's key, man. Keep every day. If you're having a great day through practice and all that, you just keep your routine the same. Don't mix it up. Don't do anything weird, anything like that. So, yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, diddle diddle, right up the middle.
Love it.
That's how I bowl.
No, because if you have that, then if you don't do it, you blame yourself for missing it, and you don't need that stress in your life. Just turn up to work, do your best.
A few, I don't go on my phone. So I wake up, I don't go on my phone. I just feel like it just distracts me.
Yeah, I eat like shit, and then I usually get drunk and regret it.
I always do 20 minutes of yoga in the morning, and it loosens me up. Not like wear the same socks or anything, I'm not like that, but...
I wear these rainbow socks, have done since I got them. I can't remember when that was. I think that was the start, either end of 20 or start of 21, and I was just like, yeah, don't know why, I just like them.
I think everybody now has a nice pair of socks they wear and a nice pair of shoes they wear. Today I'm sporting Guan Gals.
not necessarily superstitious, like on that end of the spectrum, but habits most certainly in terms of a performance process leading up to race run, which is, you know, the ultimate moment. It's the only reason you're here is race run, so everything leads up to that. It starts, I think, at breakfast. It started with Tana years ago. I was like, what day is it? Today's race day, because that's the vibe you need to be in for the whole day, you know. It's the only day that matters in the week.
Fast life, the fast living. They see the ambition, they know I'm fast. Look, we are not the same, this is not a game. I'm just walking through the city in and out of lanes. Yeah, cause if I see it, then I want it, then you better know I got it. And I'm watching from a ride through the damn thing. I'm an outlaw, you can never catch me. I'm in first place, you can never. You ain't by that fast life. With the cash light, you ain't by that fast life. Big dog status with your stats like. You ain't by that fast life. Just know 100 duffels is the bag price.
Jesus! What a run! Didn't let up one bit, and everything fucking sick. Sorry for language. Let's go!
She smashes it! 3:16.80.
Oh, that feels too good. That was crazy good. Like, to put down one after qualifying as well, like, so stoked, so stoked.
Phoebe did amazing, Jackson did awesome, Jenna. Just always sucks to end on it. It sucks to take wins away, like, not wins away from the juniors, but it's like you always build, and obviously you want to win the elite races. And I'm incredibly proud of, like, Jackson and Jordan have dominated this year, and now Phoebe and Jenna are stepping up. So, like, that's sick. But it's the elite ones you remember. And these are the ones I want to forget.
What's next?
In the grand scheme, or the small time, like, I'm gonna go back to my hotel room and mope?
Yeah, grand scheme.
Back to American soil, you know. Well, we'll be there in a week, but hopefully Benoit heals up enough for that one. Amory's got some healing to do. Miriam's a little sick. Damn.
Yeah.
Congrats, fuckers. Yes, I'm stoked for Valley, damn you. I don't mind you winning, just do it some other time. And Loris.
It's been a bit of a challenging week, honestly. The venue was its own challenge logistically, and obviously it wasn't quite the results that the Fox team was hoping for, but there's still plenty more of the season left to go, and we've got a week off coming up here because we're all starting to make our separate ways towards Snowshoe and hopefully getting there with a bag or two of ours. Any news on your bags?
They're in Ontario, Canada. Lufthansa still hasn't found them, but somehow they got on a different plane and flew to Canada.
So thanks as always so much for watching throughout the week, and we will see you on Monday, July 25th from Snowshoe.